Hello everybody, it's FarmSim Guy here, hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to do a very quick Courseplay tutorial on how to create fields. So if you imagine you're on a map, something like No Man's Land, or we're using flat map here just because it's a huge expanse of green grass, and there are no field boundaries, and you've got Courseplay on, I'm going to show you how you can create a field and save that down, so when you come back to it in the future you can use it with other implements. It's very simple. There are a couple of ways of doing it depending on how the map's set up and how your equipment's set up, but we'll jump straight into it. Let's look at option 1 here. Basically what you need to do here, make sure you've got Y selected for allow create fields in your menu. You do need a plough for this, or a cultivator. Drop down your implement and just start driving. And basically what you'll do here is create the outline of your field. As you can see, it doesn't need to be straight. You can do whatever you like. Now, Courseplay isn't turned on or anything here. You're literally drawing the outline of a field, so you do whatever shape you need. Make sure that it's optimal for what you need for whatever you're doing in your game. But we'll get right back round to the start here, and I'll show you what to do next. I'll just do a small field for now, just so you can see what happens here. But basically, we're going to join up the two ends of the field, so basically cutting in a headland. Join it back up at the start here, and as soon as these two overlap you can stop, like so. And then in the play menu here you want to go down to calculate current field edge path, and what you'll do, you click on that and you'll wait a couple of seconds while it works that out, but there you go. You can see now it's looked and it's found automatically the outline of that field, which is great. Now, what you need to do here, field edge path number. Now, on most maps, Courseplay will pick up any other fields that are in, you know, when it scans at the start of when you open a map up, it scans the number of fields and it'll have outlines for those already. So you want to be able to add another field edge number. So let's say your map's got 20 fields. You would want to make your field outline, because it's a new field, you would want to make it field 21. And then what you would do is add field 21's edge path to the list. Okay, that's disappeared. No worries there. But now you would go straight into the standard way of setting up a course in Courseplay. So you would click on course generation, field edge path, so that's what we just saved as field 21. So there you go, field 21 is there, and it has in brackets user because you've set it up. We are going to do one headland, although we've already done it. We're just showing you for the benefit of this. We're going to start working on the headland passes. Let's just do generate field course, and as you can see, obviously you've got quite a big implement, so it will be a relatively easy course, but it's going to do the headland, and then it's going to do some up and down rows. And that is your course sorted. You can of course then save it as per normal, as your own course. What you might want to do, this is another option, and it's a pretty good option to use. Let's say you want to create your new field. So let's just do that, shall we? Let's create a new field again. So you've gone around your headlands and you want to create this field. Now there are two options here. I'm gonna do it this way to start with, but I'm going to tell you another way you can do it at the end. If you know, or if you prefer to do it this way, you can do this from the outset. But I'll show you what to do the way I tend to do it. So we'll go round the edge of the field here. Let's cut ourselves. We'll do a slightly bigger field this time, with a few more twists and turns in it, just so you can see how effective this is. Let's try and get back to the start now. And what we're going to do here is, now the way this is set up, it probably will detect the field edges, but for the purposes of this tutorial I'm going to show you the alternative way of doing this. So let's just loop round to the start here. And there we go. So there's our field edge. I'm going to lift my implement up now. Let's move it off the field actually. So you've got your field edge here. Now for some reason you've hit detect field edge and it hasn't worked. What you want to do now, I'll just disconnect that, is record the edge of the field yourself. So if that was field 21 there, we'll call this field 22, but basically what we're going to do is we're going to pull up Courseplay, and we are going to do a straight course here, and we're going to do start course recording. And we're literally going to follow the best we can the edge of the field. And we're actually going to create that field edge ourselves. So what we do here is we go round the edge, capturing all the stuff that we want to make sure that we get in the field. I do find myself sometimes going and doing this a couple of times, especially when things like trees and things get in the way and you can't see exactly where you're driving. This one's pretty easy because we're out in the open, but you go right around the field, back to the start, or as near to the start as you can get. Okay, and then you hit the stop button. And you've got, if you turn on your cogs and show your whole outline, you've created an outline for that field. Now what you do here is you go to your play section, you save this as, let's call it field 22, as the other one's field 21, outline. And you save that as a course, and you'll see now that is in your courses. So your next button along from the play button, manage courses, you'll see field 22 outline there. Okay? So now that is your currently loaded course. So what you want to do now, I don't have an implement on here, so it's not giving me the options at the bottom. So let me go and pick up my plough again. And what we're going to do here is take the plough back to the field. Kind of doesn't matter where you are on the field at the moment. As long as you're over here and ready to go, you will bring your plough over. And now we've got obviously the option to do field work here. So we click on field work, we do course generation, and what you do here, there's the outline to your field. So this field is already loaded. What you want to do here is field edge path, you want to go to currently loaded course, because that's the outline you've just drawn. And from currently loaded course, let's do 2 headland passes this time, and click generate field. And there you go, it uses the outline that you've already made as the basis for that course. So there you go, there is your next Courseplay course. Now the third method, it's a bit of an adaptation of the second method. If you like the way that we did that second method there, where you drive around the edge of the field and create your own field path at the edge, instead of ploughing it first and getting your shape and then re-driving around it, if that's the way you want to play things, you can go straight into recording your course as you do your course field edge. So for example, let's just do a start course recording here. Let's drop our plough into the ground, and as you can see, as we cut our field edge, we are recording the course as well. So if I just do a rather quick course here, just to save time, we'll go around the edge. Now the only difference with this one is it records in the middle. Now you saw we went round the edge of it last time. This records in the middle, so you will actually get a little bit of a border around your field if you want to do this, which is sometimes not a bad thing. It helps with turning circles with implements and things like that. But what we'll do here, let me just join this up and then I'll show you what I mean. We'll go back to the start here. Now you can offset your implements and do other clever things. I won't show you that today. I think that's something for you guys to experiment with. But we'll stop there. There's technically our course edge. And what we do then, go into fieldwork, course generation. Now you can save that as a path already if you want, or you just use currently loaded course. It depends how you want to do it. Generate field course, and there you go. It's set up your course. Now, like I said, it's actually taken the inside edge as your coarse edge, so it will give you a border around your field if you do it that way, rather than capturing the whole of the field. So that's the difference. But it's another option, and it just shows you what's capable of in Courseplay. So there you go. Nice and simple, but very helpful, especially, like I said at the start, on maps like No Man's Land or Flat Map, if you're using Flat Map, to create your own fields and courses. So there you go. I hope that was helpful, and thank you very, very much for watching. As always, I am the FarmSim Guy, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye for now.